Willie D Live.
What's up, family? If it's your first time checking out the show, let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the U.S., let me know what country you represent. Throw up your flag. Family, I need you to smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes. Also, if you have not done so already on YouTube, after you subscribe, there's a little bell next to your subscribe button. Go ahead and click that thing right now so you can get your notifications each time I drop a new video like this. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me make sure I'm straight. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Wait a minute, I'm still. Trying to get yeah. Yo, okay, I got it. No, I'm still got it. Where's the damn go? Yo, 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 yo. Still echo. Yo, 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 yo. Damn, man. I got it. Yeah. So family, trying to get rid of, trying to listen, close everything, close all to one is coming. It's coming from. This ain't before. Yo, hey, yo, do y'all go? Okay, I'm echo, man. Yeah. Um, we can. Do y'all echo? I hear echo. Yeah, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna try to get this. Damn about yeah. Uh, okay, so man, Adam said now you're breaking. Okay, I got to get rid of this damn echo, man. Um, I might, I might, uh, I might have to log out. This thing is hard. Plug it the hell out of me. I think I got it. Boom. Finally. Damn. All right, man. Boy, the devil be busy. Can y'all hear me okay now? Am I good? We good. Damn. Appreciate that, Smooth. Man. Say, man. Boy, the devil is busy. The devil is busy. Ooh-wee, man. Well, there's a lot going on in this country right now, man. And I'm going to tell you, a lot of times people say, God bless America. And they just say it. But I'm going to tell you something, boy. You better hope God bless America. Because even those who think that everything is all gravy and groovy right now, you're in for a world of surprise. It ain't going to go like you think it's going to go. I promise you that. However you think it's going to go, it ain't going to go that way. And however prepared you think you are for the consequences, it ain't going to go that way. I promise you that. So let me put up a picture. Have you guys ever seen a jigaboo before? Let me show you a picture of a jigaboo. Let me show you a picture of a jigaboo. Oh, not that jigaboo. That's another one. Let me show you what one looks like. Let me get one of the more prominent jigaboos. Boom! This guy. He is the mayor of New York. This is Mayor Eric Adams. Eric lately has been acting more like Erica because Eric is shaking in his boots about these indictments. Well, before the indictment came down on his head, he was really doing everything he could. I mean, this dude, you could literally see his soul leaving his body. You could literally see him selling his soul and whatever little shred of integrity he had left. You saw it all over his face. So what's the issue? Oh, man. Family. Eric Adams, the mayor of New York, has been indicted on federal charges. Federal charges. I don't think I don't think Eric thought that it could happen to him under Donald Trump's watch, although he is a Democrat on paper. I do not think that Eric thought it was going to happen to him. So here's the story, fam. This guy, Eric Adams, supposedly represents the will of nearly 8 million people. But Mayor Eric Adams is only thinking about himself. Why else would he be trying to win favor with Republicans as his own legal problems loom? Eric made a series of moves this week that raised eyebrows, including adding Donald Trump to his appointment schedule. Yeah, fam, the dude went to Trump's inauguration. He wasn't required to be there. It wasn't in his city or even his state. But he hopped on a bus, a train, or jumped in a car, whatever he did, And he boogied on down to DC looking for some favors. And he sat down with right-wing personality Tucker Carlson for a 50-minute interview. Eric, who has been indicted on 5 federal criminal charges, is likely only doing this. Not likely, he's only doing this because he believes there's a possibility Trump will pardon him. In doing so, he goes against the will of the New York City voters who elected a Democrat. In a time when Democrats should be standing together up against the Trump administration, Eric is trying to win favor with the new president. In his interview with Tucker Carlson, the dude didn't shy away from talking about his conflicts with the Biden administration over immigration. Do y'all think that if Kamala would have gotten in, he would have been over at a Republican base or a base or a Republican event crying about the Democrats, crying about immigration? He's trying to put this whole thing on the Biden administration, but he welcomed the immigrants, the illegal immigrants, into his city. He gave them, basically turned his city into a sanctuary city. He did this, and he did it proudly, and he beat his chest, and he did it not just proudly, he did it arrogantly. And he basically told New Yorkers to deal with it, right or wrong. A lot of New Yorkers listen to this show. Right or wrong, New Yorkers, did Eric Adams tell you guys to go F yourself when he gave those illegal immigrants paychecks, gave them monthly stipends so that they could take care of hotel stays? They was living at some of the finest hotels, paying for their hotels, paying for food, paying for medical expenses, paying for their transportation, public transportation. Right or wrong, fam? Since 2022, New York City has welcomed more than 225 migrants. Basically, be a good Democrat is what Eric Adams said. Check out what he's told Tucker Carlson. People often say, well, you don't sound like a Democrat. And you seem to have left the party. No, the party left me. And it left working class people. Woo, this is a tap dancing mother. Yeah, tap dancing. Listen, fam, it ain't no secret that the Democrat Party has some work to do. But so does the Republicans. Just because they won don't mean that they got it right. In the past, Eric Adams accused Tucker Carlson of perpetuating racist anti-immigrant propaganda. Does that sound like somebody who want to get rid of the illegal immigrants? So when he sat there in that chair in the hot seat, He did not push back on some of Tucker Carlson's comments on immigration or criticism of congestion pricing. In fact, the interview was pretty friendly. Family, is crystal clear that Eric Adams does not care about New Yorkers. Eric Adams only cares about himself. Eric Adams, according to the feds, was on the take for 10 years. That's before he got in the mayor's office. So he got in the mayor's office, according to the feds, on the take. He'd been on the take all the while, even when he was in law enforcement. He was on the take. He ran on a pro-law enforcement platform. He got in because he told law enforcement and other people who want to get rid of DEI and Black history that he was going to be tough on crime. And tough on crime is a synonym for tough on Black folks. That's right, I said it. Tough on crime is a synonym for tough on Black folks. Because every time they start going in, who they go in on the hardest? Who do they disproportionately target? Who do they disproportionately profile? Who do they disproportionately indict? Who do they disproportionately prosecute? Who do they disproportionately convict? And for all of those things that I just said, Eric Adams now finds himself in the crosshairs of those who disproportionately arrest, persecute, prosecute, convict, and sentence people who look just like him. Especially when they're a public servant. Apparently, Eric must have ran somebody hot. You know how I know? Because almost every single politician on this planet, not just in America, but on this planet, is on the take. That's right, I said it. Almost every last one of them are on the take. They getting that brown paper bag money. Eric thought he was on the end. He thought, damn, man, they really like me. They like me. They really like me. So he thought he was going to be in. He thought he was good. He thought he was in. He's been on the take for a while, according to the feds. 10 years plus. 10 years is when the feds picked up the scent. The feds picked up the scent 10 years ago. But Eric Adams is not alone. What Eric Adams failed to realize is that at the end of the day, he's still Black. No matter what happens, you can act like you have assimilated, and you can act like the rules don't apply to you. But that's how you get caught slipping. Eric Adams is the first New York City mayor to ever be indicted. Family, did you hear what I said? I said Eric Adams is the first New York City mayor to ever be indicted. How is it with all of those mayors for all of those years in New York City, where we know corruption is pervasive, that the black man is the only man to ever be indicted in the history of the city? To date, New York City has had 110 mayors. 110 mayors. Prior to June 15, 1675, when New Hampshire was captured by the British, the city was headed by burgomasters, acting mayor, right? Family. So Thomas Willett was the first mayor in 1675. So since 1665, my bad, since 1665, family, no other mayor has ever been indicted in New York's history. That's over 350 years of mayors. He is the first to be indicted. I can guarantee you, family, whatever he's accused of doing, whatever brown paper bag money he's taken, however many bribes he's taken, I guarantee you it pales in comparison to many of the others that's on this list. But because he's black, got to get him. Got to get him. Let this serve as notice to all black folks who are pursuing public office. I need y'all to see my face on this one. You cannot, absolutely not, take that money. You cannot accept money under the table or over the table or around the table or above the table. You cannot take that money. The best thing that you should do if you're going to run for mayor, if you want to serve the people, not just mayor, but in any capacity, you better make sure you got it right. City council, commissioner, whatever. You better make sure you adhere to the laws. Because even when you adhere to the laws, they're going to be snooping around trying to find something on you. They're going to be they will try to plant something on you. They'll try to make up something on you. So you better make sure if you run for public office that you do it by the book, especially if you're black, because they already don't want you in there. Let me tell you how cold-blooded the game is. The black folks who run on the Democratic side, the Democratic Party in all of these counties, they're just as racist as the Republican parties in all of these counties. The Democrat Party are full of racists who run the party. They will accept you running as a black person as long as you do their bidding and they can control you. If you're one of those black people that say, no, you're not going to do my people wrong, let my people go, you are going to come under scrutiny and investigation. The Democratic Party will withhold resources when they can't control you. Now, they don't mind not being able to control white dudes or white women. That's cool. Because in their mind, they're white. They're free to do what they want to do with the power that's invested in them. You know, kind of like what Trump do, right? But black folks, in their mind, they control black people. In their mind, black people better be lucky that they're not slaves. They're lucky just to not be slaves. They're lucky that they can actually speak up when they want to. They can actually look a person in their eyes when they're talking to them. They don't have to look down when they're talking. They still, many of them, still view black folks as slaves. This is why they're so resentful and hateful toward black folks. If they see you with a nice car, a nice house, they trying to count your pockets. Wait a minute, how you got all of that? Now, if they have more than you, they're not tripping as hard. They don't pay that much attention. But if you got more than them, that's a problem with them. Because in their mind, when black people are winning, that means they're losing. See, the average black person that I know don't think like that. We think a win is a win and a loss is a loss. But a lot of them think if they see black people winning, that means they must be losing. If they see black people happy and they're not happy, they're not laughing and having a good time, they get offended. What the hell are they doing over there? Why are they so damn happy? On your job, some of y'all got jobs you go to and two black people, it don't take but two black people start talking. Here come one of them trying to see what y'all talking about, trying to ear hustle. What y'all talking about? Trying to break it up, trying to make sure that you ain't trying to advance. Yeah, man. I got them down pat, man. I figured it out. I cracked the code. Eric Adams. What a despicable human being. Eric Adams was riding high a couple of years ago. Remember how tough he was talking? Remember how he used to stick his chest out? You knew something was wrong. You knew something was coming down the pipes when he went on the Breakfast Club. And then he did an entire tour of black podcasts. Yeah. Going around there talking about we and us and, discrimination. And, he was trying to build his war chest, trying to put all his people in place to help him fight this case. Yeah, that's what that was about. That's what that was about. What Eric Adams did ain't no different What Eric Adams did ain't no different than what thousands of politicians around this country do every single day. He just didn't play the game with one of them, and they gave him up. See, as long as you play the game like Clarence Thomas, and you one of them good boy, where you can pat them on the head and where they can own you, you have no actual personal thoughts. They own you, lock, stock, and barrel. They own you, like Clarence Thomas. Man, you can go all the way. You can even rape women and get away with it. They'll protect you as long as you do as they say. As long as you vote this way 100% of the time, don't even think about it. Just automatically vote that way. You good. But there's a caveat. You have to have zero conscience. You have to be a mark, a lame, a clown, a degenerate to allow them to do that to you. Now, some of y'all will allow anybody to do anything to you for some money. A little bit of that paper. Oh, you good. I got some trolls in the comments. Let me say this before I block you. I ain't gonna say your name. I ain't gonna give you no attention. I'm gonna do you just like your mama and your daddy did you. Why do we block trolls? Because trolls are hoes. So long, you bum. Have a good trip. Woo. All right, y'all, the block party is officially open. The block party is officially open. Come one, come all. I'm blocking all of y'all. Come on. Who else want to get blocked? I ain't playing no games. You can't come here and be disrespectful. We ain't got to agree. But you're not going to come on my platform and disrespect me. That ain't going to happen. If you got one time and you're out of here, the moment I catch it, you gone. I'm going to have you over there hooking up another fake page. Do you know how lonely you have to be? How despicable, how low of a life you must live to be a troll? Do you understand that, fam? Think about it. Your entire existence weighs on causing confusion and disruption, being disrespectful. That's all you do. That's all you're good for. That's it. That's all you're good for. You know how low life you got to be to have that type of life? And I know you want to end it all. I know you want to end it all, but you ain't got the courage. You ain't got the courage to do it. That's why a lot of y'all, when you do snap, you go and try to knock off innocent people because you can't hack it. You can't do this thing called life. You can't do what millions of people get up and do every morning. Hit the pavement and go out there and make something shake. You got 4-year-olds, 5-year-olds out there working. People that came out of retirement in their 70s, 80s, 90s, working, still hustling, still humping, paying them bills, taking care of their responsibilities. But you can't do it. See, I know you. I know you for real. I know you can't do it. You ain't got the heart. You ain't got the courage. So you do the sucker shit. You take the easy way out. Just take a gun. I'm mad. And guess what? You ain't doing nothing that somebody else ain't did before. It ain't like you did something historic. A whole lot of people ain't been able to cut it. And they snap and just take guns, start shooting people. That don't mean you're hard. That don't make you tough. Eric Adams, if the feds is after him, they'll probably get their indictment and he'll probably get a pardon. The way you know, these presidents and stuff, they used to give it a little time before they look, man, go on, get arrested, go on, sit up, go through the process, go to trial, go through the process, go on, man, sitting there, man, but you're gonna have to sit in there for about 6 months, man, then I'll pardon you. Now it's like, you've been accused of what? Pardon. What they got you for? Pardon. Man, we were supposed to go to the game. Pardon. Oh yeah, Trump will pardon him. I can guarantee. If Trump don't pardon him, the next Democrat will pardon him. Look, fam, y'all see what it is now. The bar is so low to the floor it can't go no more. The United States has been bought and sold. It is gone to the highest bidder. Lobbyists run this country. Politicians just sign the paperwork. The lobbyists run this country. You got a handful of politicians who are out here trying to fight the world, and they really advocate for their constituents. They really go hard. Those people are at war every single day with their colleagues and the powers that be, because they really do believe in justice. They really do believe in diversity, equity, and inclusion. They really do believe in the Constitution. They believe that Constitution, the words in that Constitution should be more than just words. They believe that those words should be actualized. And they catch hell on a daily basis, not just from their colleagues, though, the colleagues in the powers that be. A lot of times they catch hell from their own constituents. The people, the very people that they're fighting for, they catch hell from, because they always have a few of them who are basically the attack dogs. They see somebody trying to do the right thing, that's who they attack, to keep the people, the masses, off balance. They usually find somebody who looks like them, who share their hue, and then they make them go after them. And so that way you can't say it's racist. It's cold game, man. Cold game. Going to the comments. Miss Jazzy is in the building. What's up, Miss Jazzy? Let's see. Mountain Goddess, Southern California. What up? Always something. Hustle Man 2K. What up? Big Biggins. Say MAGA in the building. See that, fam? Big Biggins is with MAGA. I ain't messing with him. I ain't blocking him or nothing. Big Biggins came in respectfully and dropped, his support for MAGA. Cool. I'm gonna tell you something, fam. Obviously, I'm vehemently against it, but I ain't got time to sit up here and argue with everybody about, what their position is or whatever. My job is to go out and do what I need to do. Like what your position is ain't gonna stop me from taking my position and doing what I need to do. There were a few people that were saying that I should have been harder on Nelly. Like a few people were saying I let Nelly off the hook in the interview that I did with him a week ago. And What I say to that is, you're dead wrong. My style of interviewing is not antagonistic. I do not antagonize my guest. That ain't my style. Some people do that, and they're very good at that, and it's entertaining, you know. And some people do it because that's their rhythm, and that's how they get down. That's what they truly believe in, and that's what they do best. That's their thing. I don't talk to people to antagonize them. I talk to get an understanding. I have conversations to get an understanding. So Nelly came on the show, and my goal was to try to get an understanding. Although I vehemently disagree with his position, I'm totally against it, I still got to hear the man out. Don't y'all know that presidents who are sworn enemies, these guys are responsible for millions of citizens, entire countries. Yet they find a way to sit down and behave civilized. That's something that we got to learn how to do, many of us. And I'm talking about both sides. When I say we, I'm saying both sides. We're in an era of identity politics. There's no such thing these days as bipartisanship. Left is too far left, like Nelly said, and the right is too far right. Now, just because I disagree with Nelly going to perform at that inauguration, don't mean that I can't agree that he's right in saying the left is too far left, the right is too far right. Now, had I not let him explain himself and not give him a chance to make his points, I would have never picked up that game, because I've never, as simple as that is, as simplistic as it is, that statement is, the left is too far left, the right is too far right. I never really thought about it. I never really put those words together like that. I thought about it, but I never put the words together the way he did. The left is too far left, and the right is too far right. So we need to find some type of balance. And that is very difficult for Americans to do. Very difficult. But I ain't got no problem having a conversation with a man or a woman who I have a disagreement with, as long as it's done in a respectful manner, and we're trying to get an understanding. That's what I do. I conversate to get an understanding. Just like if I were to talk to a friend, just like if I was to talk to my woman, my brother, my sister, the idea of communication is to understand. You don't communicate just to talk. You know, I guess some people do, but I don't. I don't like wasting words. So if I don't feel like we can get understanding, I don't want to talk to you. It ain't no use to talking. Ain't no use to talking at all if I don't feel like I can get an understanding. Now, had Nelly went on Roland Martin, it would have been a different story, because Roland would have pressed him. That's Roland's style, and he's very good at that. But that ain't my style. I can press, I can do that but that's just not my style. That's just not how I get down. But Roland, and there's some other guys out there that do that, and they're real good at it. And that's their style. You know what I'm saying? That's their lane. That ain't my lane. That ain't my style. You know? I can tell you this. America in trouble. I don't give a damn what side you're on. America is in trouble. So whoever be talking about praying, y'all better bring the prayer warriors to this right here, what's going on right now. This man has only been in office for 5 days, and he's already rolled back 60 plus years of civil rights legislation with a stroke of a pen, just like that. See, one of the problems also is that when we make strides, a lot of times we feel like it's over instead of making sure that we reiterate our efforts, our actions, our movement, that we have to continue to reiterate that movement, those actions, because if not, you'll leave a gap and somebody will fill it. And they'll end up filling that gap with a compound that does not hold up. So what's going to happen? House going to end up tumbling. Eric Adams will be well, he's been indicted. I'm sure he'll be arrested at any time. They're probably going to let him turn himself in. This does cast doubt on his mayorship in New York City. Will he step down? Depends on how aggressive the DOJ is. If they're aggressive, they aggressively pursue him, he'll have to step down. The irony is they'll force a mayor to step down, an indicted mayor to step down, and allow a convicted felon to serve as president. Only in America can something like that happen. America. Only in America. Only in America. Curtis James. What's up, Curtis James? What it do? Appreciate you. Wise One. MC Fact. Cold Fact. Marvin Martin. Chris T, what up? When I look at these politicians, fam, when I look at the state of America, I'm looking at Trump pardoning his buddies and people he liked, Biden pardoning his buddies and people he liked, pardoning his son. I mean, it's all corrupt. It's like, hey, man, you want to commit a crime and get away with it? Become a politician or align yourself with some. I guess Eric Adams decided that becoming more conservative for a pardon would be better than going to prison for crime-related issues he is being accused of. You know, if you think about it, Trump was basically given a type of pardon by the hush money judge with no penalty or prison time. If you're a person with ethics, you got to ask why. And maybe the hush money payment judge should be investigated for possible wrongdoings. Because I can tell you right now, if it had been me, his ass would have went to jail, partner. He would have went to jail. Yeah, man. If it wasn't Trump in the case, the judge could have been bought or bribed. Think about it. He allowed Trump to talk about him like a dog. He gave Trump gag orders that Trump purposely ignored. He talked about the judge. Who talks about the judge like a dog and still gets favor? Had him shook. This is the same dude who was bashing people for waving Palestinian flags, saying, how can you wave a flag of a foreign country? As there is literally a video of him waving an Israel flag. That's who Eric Adams worked for. And he wants Trump to pardon another person not following the law. I know. Genocide Joe pardoned criminals as well. Yes, he did. These guys are pretty much all the same. One guy sticks it in you slowly. The other guy just rams it right up in you. China Carter. What's up, China? What's up, Kels? Miss P's Boutique. What it do? Eric Adams ran as a Democrat, but really he was a moderate. He was a moderate, leaning more toward the Republican side. So I can guarantee you that he already had a whole bunch of Republican partners, and I'm sure they had him in his pocket, in their pocket. Yeah. Joe Biden got up out of here without giving anybody a stimulus package. He didn't get he, what happened to that stimulus check? Here's the deal, fam. You know, I get on both sides. I'm on both of their necks. But here's the deal. This is something that I really want y'all to understand. They're all the same, fam. They're all the same. It's just one side, they don't want you to rise. One side just kind of like, one side lie in your face. They just lie to you. One side lie to you and make it sound fly to you. And they get a pass for lying. The other side just say straight up, F you, we're going to do this, that, and the third, and we don't care what you think about it. The other side only agrees to do this, that, and the third because they know they can get your vote, and that's your vote is going to give them power to go in the office and make money for themselves. So you give them a vote and they give you some symbolic advancements. They fight for a little stuff. I want you to understand this, fam. Every single thing that has ever happened bad to Black folks in this country has happened under the Democrats or the Republicans' watch. Every single thing. If the Democrats wanted Black folks to be more loyal to them, they should be fighting harder right now while the Republicans are doing Black folks dirty. They should be going hard right now. Right now. The Democrats should be raising all kind of hell like the Republicans. Remember how the Republicans were when Obama was in office and making certain moves and stuff, and the Republicans just at every turn they resisted and they used whatever powers that they had to redline, to deny, to denounce. They turned their back on police chiefs and stuff that tried to implement DEI programs and stuff. These people, it looked like they didn't lose no power. Now all of a sudden, the Democrats is on the other side and they're acting like they're powerless. You don't even hear them talking. They're acting like they're powerless. But see, that seat that they hold wields the same amount of power as the seat that the Republican hold, that same seat that the Republican hold, that same seat, what I'm trying to say is whether a Republican or a Democrat is in a particular seat, the seat wields the same amount of power and influence, and it pays the same salary. So why haven't we gotten further? A lot further. Everything bad that has happened on the Democrats or the Republican watch. Not just the black people, but the bad things that happens in this country. Every single bad thing that has happened in this country has happened on the Democrats or the Republicans' watch. If the Republicans thought the Democrats was doing such a horrible job, why didn't they step in and change things? Like right now, a lot of things are still messed up. You think in 4 years, America will be a beautiful place and a safe place and everybody feel like they got their fair shot? Hell no. Just like nobody felt that way when the Democrats were in office. Man, this is a money grab, fam. This ain't about nothing else. This is about money, power, money, getting to the paper. That's all they care about, both sides. They don't give a damn about you while you going, you screaming and hollering Trump, or you hollering and screaming Biden. Many people don't care about you like that. They'll take it. They'll take the support, but they don't care about you like that. You're on your own. That's right. Talking about DEI, Judy Brennan said, Trump is the epitome of DEI. Exactly. Exactly. It don't get no more DEI than him. Remember, he's undereducated also. Ain't no way he could have been anybody other than a white man. He couldn't even been a white woman and be that dumb and gotten in. He couldn't be a white woman and got away with that many convictions and impeachments. The only president in the history of the United States to be impeached twice. Twice. A lot of this stuff that he's saying that he's going to roll back, he's going to turn over, whatever, that ain't going to happen. I'm telling you right now. A lot of that stuff got to be voted on. He don't even have the power to sign an executive order for some of that stuff. That's all posturing. That's all a dog and pony show. That's smoke and mirrors. He don't even have the power to do some of the stuff that he's saying he can do. Look at Eric Adams. Look at that picture. Look how he look. He got a look on his face like, damn, man, shit, man, I thought I was good, man. Shit, I got in. I did everything right, man. I kissed all the ass I could, man. Damn, man. Damn. What happened to that boy? Damn. Wait a minute. That boy is me. Damn. Man, I wonder if Trump gonna go and give me that appointment, man. I need to hit Trump up, man. And get that appointment, man. Damn. Man, all them years in the damn law enforcement, I could have stayed in law enforcement, man. I would never got out, man. All I had to do is keep on doing what I was doing. But then I just got too ambitious, man. I wanted to be man, and then I put too much spotlight on myself. That's what happened. That's exactly what happened. Damn, man. Shit, man.
I'm gonna get Trump to give me that pardon, though, man. Trump gonna give me that pardon, man. All I gotta do is call him daddy and suck his thumb. If I suck his thumb, he gonna give me that pardon. I know he'll give me a pardon. I gotta give him a hug like Kanye did, like get that MAGA hat. Yeah, man. Yo, wait a minute. Wait a minute. If I put on a MAGA hat, wait a minute. If I put on a MAGA hat, that's loyalty right there. If I do that, I'm a ooh. That's my next move. I'm gonna put on a MAGA hat.
Jack said Trump can't be DEI, he's white. I'll be damned if he can't. He white and he's super dumb. That's your DEI right there. White, totally unqualified. Trump is a DEI simply for being allowed to run for president. That's DEI right there. Being allowed to run for president with 34 convictions, 34 felonies. If that ain't DEI, I don't know what is. Convicted and never do a day in jail. 34 felonies, never do a day in jail. Talk crazy to the judge. Disobey the judge's orders. If that ain't DEI, I don't know what is. That's my time, fam. I appreciate y'all for joining the live. Till next time, enjoy the rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. What's up, broski? I see you unite. Carisha Brown. Chuck Diesel. NAVV, kid, TC. United we stand. That's a good way to go out right there. That's my time, fam. Appreciate y'all. No more talk.